This video is sponsored by Crocs. You ever wanted to protect your fucking bitch. This video is sponsored by Crocs. Ever wanted to protect your virginity? Well, now you can with Crocs. Just wear them. Literally, that's it. 100% virginity protected.
Ladies and gentlemen, CRG Army, welcome back to the Party Podcast exclusively on YouTube. This is episode 3. It's a rare occasion that we hit a third episode on this channel, so I'm very excited right now. Anyways, thank you for the love and support on the first 2 episodes. If you missed out on those, I'll leave a link on your screen and also in the description below. I am your host, Notorious, and with me are a bunch of motherfucking OGs. First off, we got GreasyEggroll.
Hello.
We got Savage.
Yes, sir.
And last but not least, we got Sumo.
Yeah. Oh.
He cut out in the middle
Every
of
time
it.
he does that, he cuts out.
Oh, God damn it!
I hate this mic.
Today.
I'm chilling.
Doing pretty
Doing
good.
Everyone doing good?
Doing pretty good. I actually learned a new exercise for leg curls because I tried the freaking stupid leg curl machine and I hate it so much because like you have to lie on that shit. But this one you just have to stand and then there's like a machine where you can adjust the bar and set the pad all the way down to close to the ground, and then you just like set your leg right on that pad and then you just start flexing the hamstring.
Some people call it exercise.
Exercise, yes, that one.
The exercise machine.
Well, yeah, I was really happy. I was actually happy to do like day to day.
By some people, like
We're gonna be happy to see your glutes, man.
I know.
To see the final result.
It's gonna look so good. It is gonna be Canada's ass. Fuck yeah.
It's gonna be a tight ass.
It's gonna be
Canada's
Canadian's ass.
Canadian's
Hey!
It's Canadian's ass.
Canadian's ass.
You say Canadian's ass?
Yeah, I said Canadian's ass. He's from Canada, eh? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just gonna be over here with with my pencil crayons and my maple syrup, eh?
Pencil crayons and bubble tea.
What's wrong with what? Don't bring this in the podcast.
I don't want to say that.
Whoa, don't you read the room?
Read the room.
Read the conference room.
So what are we gonna talk about today, y'all?
We're gonna talk about. Well, we're a gaming channel. I think we should talk about the games that we play and go more in depth about them.
Mm-hmm.
More specifically, games that we fucking hate.
That we fucking hate.
Yes.
That we fucking hate now, or
I mean, we used to love them.
You gotta love them before you
we
start
didn't
fucking
always
hating
hate
them.
it. Yeah.
You could always hate a game, but you can't ever fucking hate a game unless you loved it before.
Definitely.
You could never
There's
fuck
gotta
a
be
game.
some like games are like
Sorry,
ex-girlfriends.
class.
Well, you know what?
Oh,
We're gonna cut
hit
to
home.
our very first segment here, our very first segment on the Party Podcast, and it is called "I fucking hate this game." In this segment, we give our take on the games that we currently love, or used to love. The good, the bad, the ugly. We let it all out right here, right now. Today, we are going to talk about a game that we held so near and dear to our hearts. We played this game nonstop. We made video after video after video, and we even created our own league. Yes, we are talking about Apex Legends, y'all.
Jesus
So
Christ.
Apex Legends as our
Good
first
times.
topic of I.F.H.T.G. Thank you, McCusin, for that intro. So for Apex Legends, y'all, do you guys remember when you first played the game?
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah?
Sort of.
Who wants
It's
to go
actually
first?
it's actually in a video. I don't think you guys realized it, but the we have a new kill leader video. It's actually my first time playing Apex.
That's
at
right.
all.
That's right. Yeah.
man. Oh,
That's why I had no idea I needed a body shield. So
Yeah, you really pissed off Greasy. with that
you
shit,
you son of a bitch.
dude. He just wanted to win. He wanted to help you win.
Got no
Oh.
armor.
I wanted to get you that win, but you were trying so hard not to. I just wanted to get you one kill. That was my goal at the end of the day, just one kill.
For that, like freaking Savage.
But this
Savage
motherfucker
was like,
got a dub, didn't we?
doesn't even. Yeah, no thanks to you.
Hey, I got a killer.
Yeah,
Oh man.
thanks to
It's in the
me.
video. Go back to the film.
The most iconic scene I feel like that I will always remember is you guys are running from the storm and you hear Greasy say, Randall, you didn't even pick up the fucking armor. Are you kidding me? You have no armor. Randall. What? You have no armor. But I'm a medic. Randall doesn't mean you need fucking armor.
Oh man.
Very iconic scene. Very, very iconic.
You
a
got
great
me
video.
so angry I had to reference fucking Nacho Libre.
You wanna win?
You wanna win?
You wanna win,
It
right?
was a very
I was
my
really-
favorite moment for that video was when like Savage was cornered. I forgot what location it was, but he was like cornered in a room. He was knocked down, and then I believe I was knocked down as well. I think I was killed off as a result. And then Greasy comes in, tries to help Savage, and freaking he's like taking all the shots, but Savage is still standing in the corner, like hiding, not shooting anybody. and then Greasy dies.
I remember that.
I believe
I remember that.
I believe that the guy that happened to the video.
Outside.
Oh yeah, no, you were
I was on the
outside.
other side.
You were outside. That's
I was
right.
like on the other
Yes.
side of the building.
Yeah, and then you were just standing there hiding, and then Greasy comes in and he's taking all the shots, and he gets knocked down. And I think that was like the last game for like day one for you. Like that's it. I'm done. We're done.
It
Yeah.
took us 2 days to get a win, bro.
Sumo, do you remember the first time you played the game?
I don't. I know for sure I didn't play it day one, but what I do remember playing was like maybe 2 weeks after or so or something like that. The first character I played was I think Bangalore.
Bangalore.
Yeah, like because she has the smoke grenades. When she takes fire, she runs faster, and her special is that. Oh no, I'm sorry, no, not Bangalore. It was Gibraltar. Oh shit, no, it was Gibraltar because he looked more like me. So I just went with Gibraltar, but the problem with Gibraltar was he was like his hit marker was huge. So even that freaking shield when you aim down the sight, the freaking shield pops up. In my experience, it was useless. No matter what happens, like it was not protecting me whatsoever, and I still get knocked down. And so moved on from Gibraltar, and then started to use Bangalore, and I enjoyed using Bangalore than Gibraltar for sure. And then that's how I kind of slowly went to Bloodhound. So Bloodhound's more of my main now.
Yeah, beginning with Gibraltar was horrible, dude.
Oh my god!
Like you just get hit from everything, no matter where you were on the map.
I felt like he was weaker too. Even like even his design, he has all this armor and shit. He takes 2 shots from a P2020, he's down.
Exactly. I had no clue
You feel
why.
slow,
It's a hit
though.
marker, that's why. But
It's the hit
he
marker.
just feels
When I
slow.
use those big
I feel like
characters. But
Coffee
you don't.
felt so
They
slow.
say you don't. They say you're not.
Yeah,
they're all the same.
Technically,
speed,
your base speed
you
is the same.
feel,
But
Everybody-
you feel slow.
I think it's the
Yeah,
movement.
I don't know. I don't know if it's the design, but regardless, just playing Gibraltar like the first time playing Apex Legends, and seeing his abilities, like I was really happy with his abilities, especially with his airstrike ability. Like
Gibraltar's, yeah.
Gibraltar.
That's what I liked about him. It was like his passive and his all the abilities and stuff like he had were really
But-
good. It's just the hit
but-
marker and
yeah,
how
that's
slow you felt.
such
Just
a
you couldn't.
such a
There's
flaw.
no comparison. Like it wasn't worth it.
Yeah, like you would assume, and he's a support, or I believe, of some sort. But like he has that shield and everything, and like, yeah, it was really disappointing playing Gibraltar for the first time, because like you would expect that this guy can protect you. This guy's armored up. When he's aiming down the sights, he's fine. But man, I remember just rage quitting. Well, not rage quitting, but I just remember raging a bit. Like I just started hating Gibraltar. Like it was just such a terrible design. I think for the first day. I don't know about him now. Maybe they've made
They
some
fixed
changes.
them. I've heard.
Did they? Oh,
I
okay.
haven't really used them, but they shortened up his like hit marker and stuff. So like,
Okay, good. No,
I
I
think it's
mean,
more playable.
okay. I mean, I don't plan on going back to Gibraltar because Bloodhound's my
No,
so
yeah.
far.
Your main right now.
Yeah, because when you use that sonar, it just makes me feel so much. It just takes off so much stress, knowing where the enemies are.
Definitely.
Yeah, so definitely his sonar ability has saved my ass. But
Apex League is
yeah,
the best.
Gibraltar was holy shit.
It made my job
Gibraltar.
so much easier.
Yeah, every time I think you told me every time we go to a location, I need you to use that sonar.
Yeah.
Or something like that. But like that sonar ability has saved us so many times, and it's took off so much stress off my back. So
Savage, you had a who was your main?
I started off with Gibraltar too,
Mm.
just because just like Sumo said, he looked cool, and like every time I would open a pack, it'd always be something like pretty cool that was Gibraltar's. Like I had like legendary skins that were Gibraltar's.
Dude, same.
I had the finisher. I had his finisher. Like I had a whole bunch of stuff for Gibraltar, and I was like, I might as well use Gibraltar. But he would always fuck me up because I could never use him. And then I switched over to Octane. I think I tried everybody else, but I tried Octane, and like it was like complete like 180 because he was mobile. Like he was healing himself. Like he was able to get out of situations and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And that's what I liked him a lot. But now I'm starting to use like Bangalore. I started using Bangalore a lot later
Mhm.
because it was kind of a mix of both. Like you had the mobility of Octane, but you also had like the ult that was kind of like Gibraltar's that I liked a lot. And she had like the smoke grenade that like would help you get out of situations too. So it
Definitely.
was like everything that she had was like everything I needed really.
Greasy. Who did you play day one?
Oh yeah, no, I was after I heard that there was a new BR coming out, I was pretty much on it already. Um, the first player I ever played, funny enough, was also Gibraltar. I think it was mainly
I
his
think everybody
shield.
was just like, yeah, he looks cool. Like
For me, it was
just a
the
big
shield.
like man guy.
I was thinking like I didn't realize that there was a timer on it, but like I was hoping that like you could just like use this shield in like a whole bunch of ways, but then I realized that it was actually pretty butt. So then the second player I ever played was the one I ended up maining, which was Wraith, and that's when I fell in love with her. Was the first game that I played with her because it was kind of just like a mix of I can be aggressive, but also at the same time play defensive, you know? So it was like I could pick my fights using Wraith. I mean, yeah, you could probably pick your fights with anybody, but like with Wraith, like I can ult it, or I can charge in with her X ability, which is pretty stupid. I wouldn't really do that, but I could also use it as like an escape, and that was really one of the main reasons why I liked her.
Yeah, for me, I would think I used Bangalore. I didn't use Gibraltar like at first. I just like knowing about hit markers from Fortnite and stuff like that. Um, I try to avoid that. And a big dude, that means he's slower. I didn't like that. I'm more of a elusive type of player, or I feel like I am. So first person I played with was Bangalore. First skin I bought, like first legendary skin I bought was Bangalore. Uh, and I loved her. She was like it was like an aggressive approach, which was really cool. But I ended up switching to Lifeline, and I love Lifeline. She is my favorite character in that game, and I'd say a close second is Octane. If you've seen like Apex League, you would see that you can see me play both Lifeline and Octane. Those skins for both characters, I think that's what I really loved about the game was the cosmetics. I love the skins on the guns. Every gun that I use, or most of the ARs and SMGs and shotguns, I have a legendary skin, and yeah, that's one of my favorites for for about Apex. So yeah, did you guys have legendary skins on yours?
I have the RE99. I forgot the name. I forgot the name of it though. I'm trying to look it up right now. But it just has that old school like wooden wood piece design on the barrel. It just looks like it came from like the
Oh,
Western.
Western. Yes, yes, I
Yeah,
have that
that
too.
Western style. Oh
Mhm.
yes, I
Yeah,
really
that one.
love
That's
that
one.
one.
That's what's on my gun right now. And that one's nice.
Yeah, and
Oh
that's the
yeah.
RE99 skin that I have, and the RE301 from I forgot what season it was. It might have been season 3. The Rhino skin. He's
Oh yeah.
301.
There's
Uh,
two of them. There's two. There's one. It's like black and gold, I think.
there's a gold one, and then there's like a red one.
Yeah. Which one was your favorite out of the two?
Oh, the red one.
The red
The
one.
red's just my favorite color. So
Mm.
trying to find what year. What year? What season?
Savage would talk about like the cosmetics, and he'd be like, "Why are you gonna buy a skin on a first-person shooter?" And at the same time, like that shit looks dope. I'm not gonna lie.
I could never buy into buying Apex skins and all that stuff just because. I mean, first of all, it is like a first person. I can never
Yeah.
get to see it
Mm-hmm.
until I die.
Yep.
And
Until you
dude,
die.
everything was so fucking expensive, bro.
Oh,
Like
season 2. Sorry.
The season
that
2 right
was
now.
that was so bad. It was so bad, like how expensive it was.
Yeah.
Like how much, like being honest, how much did you guys spend on that one event? Like there was that one event where like they put out a skin for everybody.
Oh my
You
god.
don't want to know.
Yeah, you don't know. A bunch of
You
regret.
guys spend so much money.
Looking back at it now and seeing how often we play it, yeah, there's a lot of fucking regret.
Like
With
all
that
my
money,
skins
I
are
could
from the
Yeah,
battle
buy-
pass
I guess
because
so.
I was just like, I'm not gonna buy all that shit.
I
Me
could
spending
probably
money
buy a
was
PS5 with the money I spent on Apex.
same.
No, I think it's just about the look of like when you're playing a game and you have a character or a weapon or something, and when you put a design on that character that you really like,
Mm.
you seem to just you just end up playing better.
You look good, you
I
feel
don't
good,
know
you
if
play
you
good.
guys experienced that, but
I don't know. Maybe I should have spent more so we would have won Apex League. So
no,
maybe I should have spent more money.
I'm just saying, like there are those people that would design a weapon that they love using in a game, and then when they add that design, you just get this very weird relationship where you're just like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm so gonna kick ass now.
For me, for me buying skins, it was mainly just for intimidation, just so that the other
Oh
people in the
yes.
lobby would
True.
just be
Mhm.
like, "Oh my fucking god, he got money." One of those
Mhm.
things, you know?
Or he's dedicated to the game. Like,
I mean,
Yeah.
either that or you're more visible because you're fucking hella flashy.
Shiny and
Well,
gold.
You
exactly.
got a fucking bright ass like purple and yellow and white ass thing.
but it's always like
Oh,
when
bro,
I
I was
hop
about to
into a
flame you
game,
so hard. Hold on.
when you hop into a game and the champion is a wraith, the bald-headed wraith, before you would think like, okay, this guy is fucking good, or this girl is fucking good. Like the player is good. When you see that bald-headed wraith or what is that? It was like the red and white shirt or wraith one. You remember? You guys remember that one?
Red and white. Hang on, let me look it up.
It was
No.
like the Asian one looking thing.
Yeah,
But
I
like
found it.
that, I get
Oh, you
where
mean the
Bricks is
nurse
coming
one?
from. Was it a nurse one?
It's like she has her hair in like a bun, and then she has like a cross, and it's
I
like
think
white and
so.
teal.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I get what you mean. Like when you see it, like that for intimidation factor, I see because I used to freak out a little bit when I was first playing Apex. You would come in.
You see
It's
a
like
bald
for
lady
NBA
running at you.
2K, you're in a brown shirt going against a guy that has full tatted, his shirt off with full tats. Like you're just like, oh
Backpack
fuck, I'm
on.
not gonna win this game. Yeah,
Shades. He
I'm not
has all
gonna
the
win this fucking game
emotes.
with
I
your
don't know, but
brown shirt and
realistically,
shit.
if you play somebody on the street that's got tattoos, like you get a little scared.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So what did you guys love about it? Like, what if you can name off something right now? One thing. What is your favorite? What did you love about the game?
I
I
like
think
that
it
it
came out at
wasn't
like the perfect
Fortnite.
time. Yeah. I think at the time it was just Fortnite that was like the shit when it came to battle royales. Like nothing compared to Fortnite.
Mm,
And I think when it came out, like it was like a completely different type of battle royale compared to Fortnite. Like it was
yeah.
faster pace. The guns were different. It was like a futuristic type feel to it. Like it wasn't like Fortnite's like kind of kiddie, you know, like the emotes
Yeah.
and stuff like that. It's like geared towards kids, kind of.
Mhm.
But Apex was like the adult version. Like it was
Yeah.
like
I think you hit it on the nail.
you don't. There's
Hit it
like
on the nail right there.
there's no like nonsense when it came to Apex.
Mm.
Like for me, Fortnite was it wasn't so based off of how well you could shoot and how well you can aim. It was more based off of how well you can build, and it was like it was kind of revolved around this sense of building to the point to where if you did not know how to build, you were not going to be successful in that game. So
True.
me trying to learn how to build and taking time out of my day to get better at building really stuck the nail into me where it was like, why am I playing this game? That's when
Mm.
Fortnite or that's when Apex came out, and that was like my saving grace. It was more in that game. It was more about how well you can shoot and how well you can utilize your abilities, versus how well you can just build. And
It was
that's
more of a
what
strategy
really made me
based
love that
game.
game. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You needed to pair the right amount of the right characters together. You can't. I mean, you can have all aggressive players, but if you have that, like I said, like the smoke grenade from Bangalore and the healing abilities from Lifeline, and then you can put any fucking person in there, you could, that's a solid team right there, I believe.
Yeah, it was all about like meshing characters together.
Mm,
Like, you
which was
had to
great.
really like pick the right mix
Yeah.
of legends and know how to use each legend.
Mm.
Like you had to learn like 2 or 3 different legends if you wanted to really play the game right
There's
the right
different ways
way.
to play. Yeah. There's
Yeah.
different ways to win, different ways to play. That's what brought compared to Fortnite, like it brought us a lot more joy. And I feel like it was a lot more easier to win games.
I mean, it was like 60 compared to like 100 people.
Yeah.
true.
True. Yeah.
And you don't have to worry about building, like Greasy said.
Yeah.
And you guys got
It's
carried
all
by
just
me.
strategic maneuvers.
Yeah. I remember when I
Just
first saw
kidding, by the way.
Fortnite. I remember when I first saw Fortnite, I thought it was like a survival game. But then I heard then Greasy told me like, no, it's a battle royale game. I'm like, wait, what? And then after playing that game for a while, I just could not get the building done. Like whenever we get into a fight, I'm just firing. I'm just shooting. I'm not building a wall or a ramp. That's like the third or fourth thing that goes to my mind. Like, oh, should I start building now or whatever? But with
Yeah, when they
Apex
took out
League,
Porta Forts, it was over for me.
yeah,
That's for another
it's
episode.
simple.
Y'all.
Automatic build right there.
Yeah.
Let's keep talking about Apex right now.
But yeah, like the game, like when I first see Apex, it was pretty easy to get right into it,
Yeah.
and I was having fun with it. So like, it was just a simple first-person shooter battle royale style, and then with all the different characters, all the like everything that you guys pretty much said. Yeah, like just the different characters with all the different abilities. You can combine whichever what character you want, and you can also find the right play style for you. You know, so yeah, I mean it's a nice looking game, uh, and yeah, I don't really plan on playing it for a while because I'm got a bunch of other games on my plate that I want to finish out.
So if we're going season by season, let's talk about season one. Like I feel like we all jumped in. Well, Greasy jumped in right at launch, but for me, Savage and Sumo, we hopped in around, let's say, mid to late season one. Right? Am I right?
Yeah, it was either for
I
me,
think
it was
so.
late
Yeah,
season 1 or like
around that,
season 2
yeah.
as soon as season
And then
2
a
came out.
lot of I feel like season
We played
two
a lot of season
was
2.
our main season.
That was like our peak season.
Yeah. So with season 1, Greasy, do you have any pros and cons to if you want to weigh out the pros and cons for season 1 for yourself?
Well, one thing was mainly is that it was really hype at the beginning. A lot of streamers were playing it, a lot like there's a lot of videos being made about it, so there was a lot of people playing it. And when there's a lot of people, there is more, I guess, high chance of getting people that are still new to the game. So it was mainly, this is gonna be really bad of me, but it was mainly just being able to play against bad players. And being able to
It's feeling
squash
good.
people just because, well, in my case, it's like I was getting squashed in Fortnite because I couldn't build. So it was a good change of pace for me to be the one with the upper hand because I guess I don't know, I just had a feel for the game and it was kind of natural, I guess. But yeah, that was one of the main things. That and plus getting to know each of the characters and how they work, like playing Wraith and using her teleport, like, and her fuck what her other ability, whatever the invisible ability is. I didn't know you could do that to get like at the same time until I saw one of my teammates do it, so I started to
She
utilize it more.
also has that passive ability where um you hear her voice
Oh, that
telling
Somebody's aiming at
her.
He
you.
hates
no,
that,
no,
dude.
I fucking
Oh,
He
you hate that?
hates that.
I hate that ability. You want to know why? It's because you hear this. I'm chilling, right? I'm like watching down one part. Boom, headshot. And then it's you're being watched. Like no shit, I'm being watched. I got downed by a Kraber. Like what was the
No
point
shit,
of
I'm
that?
being watched. I just got
He goes,
fucking hit.
Or it's
30
it's
seconds
I'm
My
later.
shit
running
was gone.
and then all you hear is and then all you hear is you're being watched. Like no, yes, I know I'm being shot at. I'm literally being shot at. Like what?
Oh,
You got to tell me that. Like I know that.
so it's more of an insult to injury than an assisting passive ability.
Yeah, it's more
Yeah.
bullshit than it was anything. But it's
Oh
because so
no.
many people played her that she never got fixed and she never got her passive changed. And I think it's because of how they wanted to balance her, so they kept her with that shitty fucking passive. But it's like honestly, I don't think I would have thought of any other passive for her. So I mean, you just gotta live with it.
I was gonna ask you like if you could replace that passive, what would it be?
Ooh, if I could replace it with something,
And they would also have to fill like her character, so
yeah, it would have to fit her character. Maybe like every other heal. No, that sounds bad. Every like, no, that's a tough one. I really can't think of one. I was gonna say something about like having her turn invisible when she heals or something like that, but I think that wasn't gonna be implemented.
that's more of
just
a
to
Mirage
finish
thing, I
off.
feel.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
you
Yeah.
can't really like I can't really think of anything for her other than the voices in her head.
Yeah, just to finish off season 1 or talk about season 1. Did you buy the battle pass?
I don't even know if there was a battle pass for season 1. I think they started season 2.
Oh really?
I'm pretty sure.
Probably.
It was
But
still
we
an
all
up
bought the
and
battle
coming
pass for
game.
season 2, right?
I'm pretty sure.
Season
I
2 is
think
the
we
one
all
with the
did.
J Tiger.
Oh no, sorry. Season 1 battle pass. Yes, I did buy that. That was the one with the
Yeah.
it was the primal looking one, right?
Was it?
I don't know.
Or
Oh,
maybe
that
that
was
was season
season
2.
2.
Maybe that is season 2. Maybe I'm getting them mixed up. I don't think there was a season 1 battle pass. I think it was season
Yeah,
2. That's
fans,
when
it's
they
like
started.
it's a big blur in our head because we don't really
It's been
it's
so
been a
long.
while. It's been a very long while since we played. Um yeah, so season 2, y'all, like what was the thing? What was your favorite part about season 2? Or your experience of season 2?
Actually, wait. Before we get into that, there was a battle pass for season 1,
Okay.
What did it include?
and so it looks like level 1 you get the rare wild frontier skin. Actually, let me post it on the
So
chat.
it might have been what you were talking about.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
It was called
The
the
link,
Wild Frontier, I think. The
the
season
link
1.
is in the general chat, boys.
Okay.
Um, I mean, it has the same thing like skins, coins, Apex coins. But I don't know if this will jot your memory, but 100, level 100 was the silver Storm Havoc rifle.
Oh yes,
Yeah, no,
Okay,
that
yeah, no,
helps.
I kind of remember. Yeah, I remember this one.
yeah, I remember
It was
that.
a very low key, very generic battle pass, I
Battle
think,
Pass.
based on
Yeah.
what I'm seeing.
It was bad.
It
Honestly, in
was
my opinion,
uneventful.
it was pretty bad because of how
Hmm.
There's
much
nothing
I
really
played.
there
I
yet.
never got to tier 100. I never got that skin, and
Hmm.
I played a lot. I don't know if you guys know, but I played a lot. So
Those battle passes are so hard to level up in now.
it
They make you
was
work.
no,
Yeah.
it picked up at season 2 when they introduced missions and daily missions. Or
Which are
no,
really
actually,
exhausting.
weekly missions. Actually, I'm
I
not
Those
too sure.
hate
those are
those
pretty.
though.
Yeah, those were pretty fun to do. I think.
I don't know. I don't really like those. I just like to play the game
Mm.
Oh,
because
season one sucked.
it
I'm
was
looking at it
usually
right now.
like a character, like
Yeah, it
get
was okay.
like 10 kills with Mirage at the end of the
Okay, that
game,
last
and I'm
Havoc
like,
looks kind of
oh,
cool, but
really?
It's okay. It's alright. Thing is, I think, but when during season one, the Havoc rifle wasn't that good. I think
I think they just didn't know what to put out yet.
because I
There's
just
no skins in
remember
here.
I
There's
just
not
remember
really
using
any.
that Havoc rifle, and the recoil on that was insane. I think I don't know. I
Oh, I
just I
love
just
the
remember
Havoc.
I
For the
picked
Havoc?
up the Havoc rifle. I just remember picking up the Havoc rifle, using it once, never picking it up again
Oh,
afterwards.
because when you don't have the select fire on it, like you have to
I guess.
like go
Yeah.
under
No,
that
not
thing.
the
It like
select
kind of
fire.
loads
It
up
was
and
the
then
quick charge.
oh, the quick charge. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, so with the Havoc rifle, what I love so much about it was when you had that gold quick charge, I think that's what it was called. It shreds through opponents. I don't know what the stats for it, but I felt like I was shredding through opponents. And then you add like an R99 or an 301, like it just went perfectly together for me personally. I love the Havoc rifle. I feel like that was my favorite. Oh, the devotion too. Yeah, first playing energy guns were my favorite.
Yeah, I didn't. I
Mhm.
personally didn't really like the energy weapons. It was kind of like the charge up, really kind of. Other
Yeah.
than in the like
You really needed
beginning,
like the
Yeah, when you don't have it,
perks
it's
to them.
slow as fuck.
yeah,
Yeah.
when you like in the beginning of the game, it's like doable and you can get kills with it when like everyone's still getting set up. But like towards the end of the game, like I have no time to wait for that thing to shoot because I'm mostly getting into head-on-head fights instead of
Yeah.
waiting. So for me, my go-to gun, it's probably one of my favorite go-to guns is the Wingman, and that thing shreds.
I never really liked that. It was just I was not good at it. I was not good with it.
It
It was
was
tough. It was tough to use.
it's one of those things where it's like you kind of have to hit your shots, and it's like
Yeah.
no offense to you, but like
No,
you
no,
have to be
no.
good at
Just
like
like I get
aiming.
it. Yeah.
It was
Well,
one of
but
those
once you
I'm a
pick
things.
up
spray guy. I'm a spray
once
guy.
you pick up that skull piercer, it's just
It's game over from there.
yeah. It's like your priority to landing your shots is kind of like eased up with the skull piercer.
Same thing with the longbow. Like the longbow with the skull piercer,
A
it's
longbow as
just
well, yeah.
like
Oh,
one headshot, shields down, finish them off with like the R301 if you're close enough, or just hit them again with the longbow and you're good. That's game.
Go to loadout.
Ooh,
You said a wingman. What's your second weapon when you go in there?
wingman. Usually back in that day, it was probably the R99 or the R301 for sure. I
What about you,
honestly,
Savage?
I never played games without that setup, without the wingman and then
Yeah.
R99. You start off with the wingman, go mid range, long range, whatever close range. It worked in any range. Just hit them a couple
Mm.
times, wait for the reload, switch, and then just finish them off. That's it.
Like it makes me want to play right now. But like
It makes me
see
miss.
like back then,
Yeah.
I get nostalgic. Like thinking back at it. But Savage, what's your loadout? Go to
It was
loadout right
always a
now.
Spitfire and then something else.
Spitfire
Spitfire and
boy.
then
fire is great, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
just because like I needed as many shots as I could.
No, same here. Same here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
And
was
you felt lighter with that with the LMG. It was like the
Mhm.
lightest LMG I've ever felt.
it's
Yeah, and then it's either like a flatline or R301 or
On the flatline.
sometimes I'd even go shotgun sometimes. I like the EV8.
No Mozambique.
Some people didn't like the EV8 as much as like I did though when it first came out.
Eh,
The solid
Just because the
shotgun.
Peacekeeper
Off
like
drop.
was everybody liked the Peacekeeper better.
yeah.
When I hot dropped in Skulltown, I was very happy to pick up an EVA 8.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Skull Town definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. Sumo,
It's
what's
not
your
great late game, though.
loadout?
For me, like at Kings Canyon, like my like if I can, if like whatever my go-to is, it would be the flatline and the R301.
Really?
Yeah,
I
it
Your
was
two
I
just
I
ARs,
thought for sure
When
you
you
were gonna
say
say the
yeah.
really,
longbow. No,
No,
cause
I think in my opinion, like the longbow was really hard to find.
okay.
So like if like whenever we land anywhere, if I can just get myself an AR and another well two ARs, the R301 and the flatline, I'll be happy. Sometimes I'll switch it out with the Peacekeeper back then. But then if I find the longbow, actually no, you're right. Sorry, Mark. No, you're absolutely correct. It would be the longbow, but like in terms of a battle royale game, like if I don't find a longbow at all, I'm just sticking with the guns that if I have a flatline or an R301.
That makes
Mm.
sense.
But in this one, the new map, I have to have a longbow. I need to have like a long range weapon, and then it's either a R301 or the flatline. That would be my go-to for this current season with the new map. But yeah, because back then it was like the flatline or the R99, RE45, all those like basic weapons were like easy to find in my experience. Longbow was just very rare, and then when you have to try to find a skull piercer, that's even rare as well.
did season 2 have the alternator? Like that's when the alternator became like a beast.
I think it was like midway through was when they threw in the disruptor
through.
rounds.
Those were amazing. Those are amazing. I was just watching Apex League a couple of like last 2 days ago, and I was watching some of Greasy's highlights, and he had the alternator with the disruptor rounds, and the sound and just the way he was able to shred opponents, it was just, oh man, it made me miss it. It made me miss the fucking gun, and I was so sad that they said fuck that
Didn't
gun.
it sound like needles? Like it was like
It just
fucking,
sounds
it was like
monstrous.
glass or something. Like
Mhm.
Yeah.
It like immediately turned it into an energy. It sounded like an energy weapon, but
yeah,
it was light ammo. I was like, wow,
A
this is
goddamn
great.
needler.
Yeah, he was shredding opponents with it. I was like, man, now it's crap. Now you can't even fucking pick it up. When you pick it up, you're like, oh crap. It's like the Mozambique. You just want to throw it away.
Yeah,
You
they
don't want
pretty much reverted it back to how it was before because when you season 1 when you picked up the alternator you're like, "Oh shit, this gun." And then you pick
Mhm.
it up season 2 with the disruptor rounds or season 3, whichever season was.
You're like, that's the
You're
new
like,
meta
"Oh,
now?
like
Really?
yes, now I just got to find disruptor rounds." Great, cool.
Mhm.
But
yeah,
then
everybody had
and
it.
then in the present time it's like, "Oh shit. Here we fucking
Yeah,
go
It
again with the
back to
went
alternator."
back to
trash.
shit. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good memory.
I don't think they even tried to nerf it or like they nerfed it, but it was like
They
They
nerfed
should have.
it, but it
They should have
was
just
they
took
nerfed it
out
a
the
little
like
bit,
the
and then they just
number of
completely took it out the
bullets.
next season.
mhm.
Yeah, just take down the damage just a little bit, like they do with the R99, just to keep it relevant and have people still use it.
Yeah, or make it disruptor rounds harder to find, so it's not,
Yeah,
because like it was just laying around everywhere.
that's true.
They easily probably could have made it a part of the care packages.
Yeah, we're gonna make it a gold weapon.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I mean, they have it's had its run. I feel
Yeah.
like disruptor rounds really changed up the game though. Like
Mm.
for the ones that weren't as skilled as others, like disruptor rounds really changed up the game because if you had disruptor rounds versus somebody that didn't, that fight is pretty much over already. It's already one-sided at that point.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I could see why they needed to take it out.
Did they try something with like the Mozambique, or is that still that's still in there too?
Yeah,
No,
it's hammer
for the
point
P2020
rounds.
hammer points.
Yeah, that was fun. That made me want to use the P2020 more because when you shred down the shield, as long as that shield's down, you could switch to the P2020 and it was game
And
over.
it's like 2 or 3 shots, right? And it's dead.
Exactly. It's like playing it's like your John Wick.
Yeah.
That's how it felt. Like you're literally it's just you and a pistol against the world, and
All right.
it
I
was
think we can.
amazing.
I think we can move on into the next topic before we start talking about the extra seasons, because it kind of goes hand in hand. Um, Apex League.
Oh
Yeah.
And
man.
probably the fans listening right now is all like, "This is what I want to listen to, yo. This is why I tuned in. It's because of Apex League. I want my questions answered." And the last video is, well, this is recorded on the 28th, so previously was the episode 2 podcast, and that's all I see is I asked the fans what was your favorite video, and a lot of people said Apex League, and that's where the conversation kind of went off to a different branch and just clear the air with everything with Apex League.
I think I was the one that came up with the idea, or like kind of picked up on the idea with that.
Mhm.
Was
It was, yeah.
Apex League.
Yeah.
It was the
Finding a
same time
competition.
Fortnite. It was the same time Fortnite tournaments came out, and I kind of
Mhm.
got inspired by how they how they do things.
Mhm.
And one of the things was like points for placement, points for eliminations, I think.
Yeah. It
And
was
so I wanted to do something
super
like that, but
original.
like on a smaller scale and on Apex. So
Mhm. It was
that's
very, very original. I
yeah.
loved it. I loved the idea when it was brought up, and it was planned. Everything about Apex League was planned out. We didn't rush anything. We took our time with it. Well, a lot of meetings, a lot of little meetings, a lot of talks between how we're going to score it and the scheduling and
How we were gonna
everything
film
from
it
there.
and
Yeah,
everything.
it
Yeah.
was. I had a lot of fun recording
It was
those,
fun planning it. It was
and
fun
yeah,
planning it and talking about it and getting the idea.
Mhm.
and then seeing it just explode, like just seeing it how fans loved it, and after episode and episode, it was, oh man. Even the matches were just, oh, they were just so intense, and everyone loves a good competition.
I will never forget the first episode when it was me. It was the Greasy Pecs versus Notorious Sumos. That just being in that, what, like, that really was my prime in Apex, because
Mhm.
just being able to keep up with you guys. No offense to Lil Peck, she didn't really play much, so I had to kind of carry her.
She caught
But
on.
yeah, but yeah, like just how close it was towards the end, and me being like 1 kill away from winning it, and just, oh, the rush. I mean, obviously, I don't know if the fans know. The
Do you
fans
want to
don't
talk
know this. I
about?
was really mad.
I know. Do you want to talk about, like? I feel like some fans were like thinking this is kind of an unfair matchup, like the teaming between you and Lil Peck. Do you want to elaborate more on that and why that came about?
So it really came about just because of, well, one thing for the fairness, because I was one of the one, me and McCuson were one of the ones that played a lot, so we were considered the top players. So we had to be paired up with somebody that wasn't as, I guess, didn't play as much and didn't have much experience. So I think we just decided that I were to take on Lil Peck, and then John was just gonna take on
He took
one of
on
my other friends. Yeah.
Motherfuckboy, because he didn't play Apex as much as, I think he didn't play Apex as much as everyone else did.
No, he played. He mainly played Fortnite. That
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
his game back
It
then.
was more Fortnite, yeah.
So on paper and in our minds, it was kind of the only choice we had. Because if you paired up you or McCuson with any of us, it's already unfair.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, it was, yeah, a lot of, I feel like fans thought it was very unfair, but it was, you guys made it work. You guys did not complain about it one bit, and we appreciate you taking that and taking Lil Peck and knowing her experience and practicing with her, and yeah, I think the fans really appreciated that and took notice of that.
I just want to throw this out there. I feel really bad for Lil Peck because one, I was really competitive. As soon as I found out like we were playing and like we're competing against each other, my competitive drive just like shot up through the roof. I was like, okay, we're gonna win this. I got you. I'm gonna carry you all the way. Like I don't care. You can play as much as you can, but like at the end of the day, I'm gonna do my best to do as much as I can. Like give 200%. So that really
Mm.
drove me to getting really mad whenever like I'd fuck up or if like the other teammate fucked up, which was mainly the case of why I got mad. But yeah,
No,
think we
I
had
got
to
really
talk to
mad, so I
him.
felt bad.
Sense.
I think we had to talk to him because I heard I wasn't there for the first episode, or at least during his match, but I heard he was like raging a lot and
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
I had to be talked to, like, oh, you gotta calm down a little bit.
We
And
had
I'm
to,
like,
we had to calm him down because it was hard to, as an editor, I hear everything. You hear everything. So listening to him, and I'd be scared to fucking play with Greasy at that point. Like, and just
so
think of
toxic.
Valvo Peck, like she doesn't play the
so
game, and
bad.
Greasy understood that. But at the time, dude, we were playing for big fucking money. We put money into this tournament or into this league. $1,000 goes to the winner, 500 goes to the MVP. Like it was intense, and I remember playing the very first game. I was actually like I had like pregame jitters. Like I was nervous. I was so fucking nervous, and I don't know. I shouldn't have, but it's like when you played high school sports or anything competitive, you just it kind of
Especially it being the first one, it was like fuck, dude.
hmm
I like
you
big
didn't
choke,
want to
bro.
fuck up. Yeah, you didn't want to look bad. If you played bad, it's going on YouTube. It's going on
Yeah.
YouTube. So yeah, it was. Oof. I remember that first game. It was just so. I got a little shook up because of it. I didn't hear Greasy's end though. I did not hear Greasy's end until the end.
No,
Um,
yeah, it's a good thing you
until I
didn't.
actually started editing the videos.
It was
But
bad.
me and Sumo as a team, I feel like it was one of my favorite experiences with Sumo. Uh, Playing alongside him, and we played really good. We meshed very well together. But I wouldn't say that we were like a very good Apex players at that time.
Yeah, no,
So
absolutely
being
not.
matched up together was probably like the best idea. It's like the same level as Savage and Kezi. Like we can play the game, but are we that good to get wins and to compete? Like we don't know yet.
I think I remember you
Um,
mentioning that as long as I think you told me as long as you use your sonar, we will win.
I had confidence,
I,
man.
I don't care what weapon you pick up, just use that sonar when we need it most. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I needed
On
Bloodhound. I needed Bloodhound,
it.
and then I would play. I think I played Octane majority of the league. So
You
yeah,
played
it was.
you played Octane
Yeah,
quite
we wanted those points, and I'm sorry to anyone that played against us during that or ran into CRG during the league because we BM'd y'all with without question.
We needed the
a bit.
points, yeah.
Oh no
Yeah,
no
we
no no.
BM'd.
Yeah,
I don't
I think
know.
that was on
I
everybody's
wasn't
minds.
sorry. I don't know what you're saying. Don't speak for
Oh,
me.
man.
I enjoyed every second of it.
We did the Arc Star, so I would down you, and I feel
Yeah,
like
no,
no
I,
one caught on. Arc Star, running and I'll go kill your teammate. Like you're done at the end. Once you're down, you're done.
Um, it was a great experience just being able to be that competitive, and like you guys got to see like our competitive side. Like the first one was so bad for me though. Like I was fucking nervous. Like I was like there was a point where like I knocked a couple guys, but like I didn't go for the kill. Or like they would hide somewhere and like I was like chasing them down and like got shot and got fucked up. Like that first game was just like so bad, dude, for me. And then like I started to pick it up like the next two games. We actually got a win in our second game, and that's when I killed Greasy, and that was probably like the funniest thing that
Oh
like
my god.
ever happened, bro.
That
Like
was fucking.
because that
amazing.
was me legit like I was fucking juiced, bro.
Yeah.
Like eliminating them and like knowing that like we'd get a lead. Like that's when I was like, fuck yeah, like
I think I was in that chat when I was hearing Savage.
It was
Yeah.
you
Like
and
the
it was both
energy
you and
that
Notorious.
it was
Yeah.
the energy that like I don't know. When I was in that party chat, I obviously wasn't watching the game. I was doing my own thing, but I was hearing it, and then all of a sudden, this fucking spike of energy just came out of Savage. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, what the fuck is going on?
yeah, suck my dick, bitch.
Yes.
Take them all.
Suck my dick, bitch!
Let's go. Let's go. Dude,
See this? You see this? You see this right here? Suck it! Suck it! Suck it! I'm looting you right now. I'm looting your ass. I'm looting your ass. Because it was literally like one-on-one. Like
Yeah.
I took down his teammate, and then like Marky took down my teammate. I think I took out Little Peck. Like Little Peck took out Kezi in the beginning, and it was just like fucking back and forth. And I was like the last person standing between that group of 6.
Oh my god.
Yo, I did not even know you killed me until after when we got because not everybody knows this, but we all get into the same party, but we mute the other team
Yeah,
so
we
that they
mute the
can't
other
hear our
team.
comms.
Mm.
So when
Yeah.
we unmuted after that game, and then hearing everybody just start talking about how he killed me, I was really confused. And then it hit me, and I was like, oh, so that's why somebody was talking shit. I was like, that's why he was saying all that stuff because they were relaying it to me, and I was like, why the fuck is this guy talking? Like, 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 what's his team doing? Like,
I didn't
I
know it
didn't
was
think.
you until Kezi was like, "It's Little Peck, it's Little Peck, they're in our game," and that's when I was like, "Oh shit, I'm looking for the Wraith."
Yeah, me and Lil Peck never realized. We just died, and we're like, fuck, okay, next game.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was literally it. I was like, fuck, I almost got him. Next
I don't
game.
know what Kezi was doing in that little fucking. He was like hiding under the bridge, and then Little Peck came in and like fucking gave him like the whole clip.
Jeez, man. Well, since we're on the topic of killing each other, can we talk about how I took out um when we were at fuck, what was that one place called? It was right beside Runoff. It was above it.
Ah,
What place
fucking
is that?
bitch.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about that one.
Well, we talked about the one where Randall killed me, so we're talking about this one too. So I took out Sumo.
Oh
And
my God.
I went on the roof. I almost got Notorious, and then I died. And I was like, "It's all up to you now, Peck. Finish the mission." And she's like, "Okay." I mean, it didn't really go off like that. I was pissed. I was like, "Oh my god, it's Jeremy! Fuck him up! Fuck him up! Don't die!" And then Lil Peck kind of just like caved in. Start throwing grenades right here. Look at my ping. Look at my ping.
Okay, okay.
Good job, Marielle. Thank you. Fucking Jeremy tried to be toxic, bro. Throw grenades at me. And she was like, okay. And then she got Notorious, and that was that was probably one of my happiest moments.
I was just gonna say I thought he was gonna bring up the first the kill. I thought it was the place near Runoff, but where the ship was. Fuck, I forgot what it's called, but it was.
Damn, we need to
Yeah,
fucking
it's
review
been a
this whole
long
thing.
time, but Greasy killed me, but he finished me. He knocked me down, but he finished me. Like he used his finisher, and it was. I look back at it, it was the first kill of the fucking league.
I got Jeremy.
And he did that. The most disrespectful thing you can do is use a finisher, not care about anybody else. A whole fight's going outside the building, by the way.
Oh my god.
And then Sumo comes in and kills him with a Mozambique. I got killed by Marky.
No way.
I got Marky.
It's
Yeah,
like
no,
Yeah, I just couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my god, I got him.
I
the
don't
most
remember the.
disrespectful way to kill somebody. It was the first kill of the whole league, and it was me that died. I thought that's what you were bringing up.
I don't remember. I remember that. I definitely remember that. I don't remember the audio cues, but I remember going. I died to Sumo, but it was worth it.
Yeah, and I put it as the thumbnail of episode 1. or
Was it
round
me
1.
when I
That's
finished
you.
you off? Was it me punching you, or was it me throwing you into the void? I think it was me punching you, right? That
What
was
do
the
you mean?
finisher.
You did both.
Did I do both?
That was the yeah. It's you punch and then you throw them in the void.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sent you to the shadow room. I think I said
Shadow
that.
Realm.
I think
He
I
sent
was.
you to the
I remember
shadow
yelling that. I was like, "Ha! I'm fucking sending your ass to the shadow realm." I fucking threw you.
Sumo, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna talk about how going back to Slum Lakes. I just remember we were hiding, and then I looked out. Like I didn't know it was Greasy and Little Peck. I just remember just shocked that I was like, oh my god, it's them.
I remember hearing that when we were watching the video. I remember hearing that. You're like, oh my god, it's them. Oh my god, it's them.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, it's
And
Greasy and it's Greasy
I
and Peck.
remember
It's Greasy and Peck.
and I was like, I just remember just crouching in that room. I don't know what Jeremy was doing. I think he was like trying to run around and trying to flank him or whatever. But I just remember crouching in that room and just like looking at the door, opening it, looking around, and then I'm getting shot at. Like fuck. Cause like yeah, you could just hear the footsteps. You can hear the footsteps running all over the dirt floor and then all over the
Mhm.
roof. I'm like, fuck, where are
Yeah.
they? Where the fuck are they? But my overall experience with Apex League, I mean, it was great. It was so fun. Uh, I think my overall experience though it might be a little different because I did voice Guia Rain.
Ladies and gentlemen, CRG Army. For those who don't know me already, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Guia Rain, and I am your host for the CRG Apex League.
And
Oh, Kuya
that was-
Rain.
I have
It
to
was a
admit,
secret identity, man.
secret identity. What?
I think
That was
everybody
obvious.
knew.
No, they knew. They knew already. They knew.
I think in one of the comments somebody actually was like, "Bring back Kuya Rain."
Yeah,
Oh
I
really?
swear I seen a comment like that. I swear I seen it.
Oh,
yeah. They
Well,
loved
you might need
Apex
to.
episode 1 because
something
of
else,
the
maybe.
intro. It was the debut of Clear Rain.
yeah. Like just like getting my Turtle Beach headphones, and then going to the car, and then connecting it to my phone to record. Like, yeah, that was a good time. I was even considering voice acting as a career.
Sumo, you killed it, bro. You fucking killed it. When I
I don't-
asked you to do it, you did way more than I ever expected you to do. So yes, thank you. So I
Also-
know the fans are very appreciative of that. So why did we cut it short?
I think part of it was scheduling.
It was scheduling.
Scheduling was the
Scheduling
main
was like
reason.
an issue. It was a huge issue. There was a couple times actually where like we had a date planned out, and it was like we'd have to plan it out like a week ahead or something because like
Mhm.
everybody's schedules were like all over the place. And I think there was a couple times where people like backed out like last minute and they're like, oh, like I can't do it tonight.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah,
bro, like we planned ahead. Like now we got to plan
For
for
a week.
another week,
yeah.
and it was super tough.
Yeah.
And I
That's-
think
that just turned that 1 week turned into like 3 weeks, and then it just
Yeah.
became like whatever.
It just got worse and worse afterwards.
Yeah.
yeah. I think
then the-
another big thing.
Oh, go
Sorry,
ahead.
another big thing was we most of it was season 2, but it ended like the finals happened or was gonna happen when it was a new season and
Yeah.
they switched
Oh,
the
and
map.
the new map. Yeah, that's
It
right.
was a new map, and it wasn't just a new map either. It was a new meta. Like the whole game was like completely changed.
Yeah, it felt different.
Mhm. It
Yeah,
didn't feel the same.
yeah.
Before we even tried filming the next match, we wanted to kind of warm ourselves up with the new map. And I remember the first experience playing that. I don't know what section it was, but I just remember picking up a P2020, an RE99, and the minute I walked out of the building, I was getting sniped from far away.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I got no advantage here. I'm getting shot at. Where's he coming
That's
from?
it.
Like from the other
think-
side of the map. I don't know.
I think the thing that we loved about Apex was that it was fast paced, that it was
Mhm.
more close range than it was long range.
Yeah,
Like
but-
there was long range situations where you can be in, like, you know, being on top of like the bones or whatever,
Mhm.
but like most of the game was played close range or mid range.
Yeah.
And I think that the whole game flipped when you changed the map and like you're adding like fucking different layers. Like Fragment West is like 5 different floors of buildings, and everybody's just hiding in a building and sniping. Like that's not what
All
we
using
wanted
that
to play,
laser
or that's
fucking
not how we
rifle.
wanted to play the game.
The charge
Yeah.
rifle.
The charge rifle was the worst thing
That
to
was
happen.
season 3.
That
That
thing
was
was
season 3,
annoying.
yeah.
Like the alternator was a different story, but the charge rifle is a completely new level of
It took
fuck.
off half your life, bro. It felt
The
like it went
thing-
250 to
That
the
was a
thing
face.
one shot
about-
too. That was a one shot.
Yeah.
The thing about the alternator, it's like the alternator by itself is not very good, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
You needed disruptor rounds to make it good. The charge rifle by itself was destroying you.
No
Yeah.
attachments whatsoever.
No,
Did
yeah,
Did not
nothing.
need any attachments. As long as you had ammo, like, and a scope at least.
And you didn't need that much ammo. Like
Actually, you didn't even
it
need
was
the
like
scope.
3 shots.
No, yeah, it's literally like 2 shots and you're dead.
Yeah. It was bad. So that's why we stopped, because of the game changing. It made it impossible to play. Like, I know a lot
didn't
of our
make it
fans stopped
enjoyable.
playing it.
Yeah.
Like, if you stop playing it, why do we have to be forced to play it? Just to finish out the league. Like we said before, scheduling too, but mainly I would think it's the game. The game was very difficult to play and to.
I didn't think
sit
we were
through.
gonna give you guys a good video either.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be very enjoyable having us sit in a building and try to do what everybody else is trying to do.
Yeah,
True.
it was
know what I
harder.
mean?
It was harder to fucking adapt, and it sucks that we had to stop it. But we gave you 3 great rounds of hopefully nostalgic Apex Legends gameplay, and we are sad that it had to stop. But we know who ended up on the top and who has who's MVP, and it's just, I think we
We know
got
who
enough
MVP is?
information from it. I
Well,
do.
we don't. He does.
Well, hang on. Wait. So, are we gonna do an Apex League season 2?
I mean, I don't know if
The
anybody
game
else
has to
was really
completely change. Like the game has to be like completely different than what it is now.
I can give this to the fans. Like, it might not be Apex League, but it can be another game that we create a league in, similar to Apex League.
Yeah.
The MVP, y'all. I know the MVP. They don't know the MVP. So should we announce it right now?
I think we should.
I think Kuya Rain should announce it.
Kuya Rain?
What?
Kuya Rain, do you want to?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Yeah, okay, perfect. I'm
Just,
gonna send you a
send me-
screenshot.
Send
Yeah,
it to
send
him.
DM them the results.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, CRG Army, it is yours truly. Kuya Rain is back. And I am here to present to you the top 3 players of the Apex League. Coming in at 3rd place is yours truly, Sumo. Congratulations, Sumo, for reaching that 3rd place. Well done, good sir. Now, coming in at 2nd place is the legend, the king himself, Notorious. Give it up for Notorious in the comment. All right.
Wow, you guys both made top 3.
And here it is. Number 1, the MVP, the Michael Jordan of the Apex League, the Kobe Bryant, God rest his soul, of Apex League, the LeBron James. Still questioning and debate. Anyways, in 1st place, Apex League MVP is GreasyEggroll. Well done, good sir, MVP. Well done.
I honestly did not think I was gonna get first.
Speech.
Well, I've had my highs and lows with Apex. It was a fun ride while it lasted. I'm glad that people put me as their number 1 for MVP. I love every single one of you guys. You guys are my fans. You guys are my fans. You guys are my fans. Yeah. I'm honest. I really thought I wasn't gonna. I did not know I was gonna get first place. I thought I thought it was gonna be Notorious. I think Notorious was my pick for MVP because his team was doing so well, and he was kind of that leading dog in it.
I appreciate that, but you deserve it too, man. You carried your team, even though you didn't win a match. You kept every match really close, and
Shit.
No, like seriously, like if you look at you watch back to Apex League, like I'm telling fans right now to watch it, get the views up for those because it really deserves more views. But you'll see Greasy Pecs, man. Even though they have that disadvantage of why like Lil Peck did not play Apex before, they had that disadvantage. But you know they made it
still
count.
kept going.
They worked for
Yeah.
every game. They did not give up at all. So you definitely do deserve the MVP.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks,
Should get him a
guys.
trophy.
You should get a trophy. You get $500, bro.
Do I?
Congratulations.
Oh shit!
Oh my god, he's gonna upgrade his PC now.
I'm gonna upgrade my PC.
So congratulations on behalf of CRG. You are awarded $500 for your
If
MVP performance.
honestly, if you asked me before when CRG League was still going on, I would have said yes. This is all going to pack so I can get that kunai. Yes, but now it's all going into a PC. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
If you can guess right now, Greasy, how many kills did you get throughout your entire Apex League season? What do you think your number is at?
I'm thinking. Well, quickly, I want to say shout out to BXD Careless. He's one of my fans. He was the one fan
Oh,
that
yeah,
was like, "Let's go Greasy." So thank you. I love you. And then to answer your question, I think it was. I want to say around like 30 kills, maybe 40 kills,
40 kills?
maybe
Well, it's actually 20.
20 kills.
This guy said
20
40 kills.
I
Shit.
20
no, I
kills
thought there was a
in-
couple games where I had the 15. That's why.
No. Nobody had more than 10 kills
That
in
makes
Apex
sense.
League.
Oh, wow.
At-
And the average kill per game was 1.33.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
I thought really. I'm
Who wants to
thinking
go
too
next?
highly of myself.
Uh,
Who's the wait? Who's so wait? If so, I had the most kills.
I'll get to that.
Okay.
So Little Peck, she got 5 kills. Throughout
Oh,
her
really?
entire league.
Oh,
Very
I thought-
impressive for somebody that's never played Apex.
I thought you like got 2.
Yeah. She got
Damn.
2 kills. That's it?
Okay.
Two
I
kills.
thought
One of
so,
them was
yeah.
Notorious.
Because I thought she
Mhm.
was like the support, like she was like the one that kind of was on, like she was doing her part, but she wasn't getting the kill, and that's where
she
Gracie
had
comes in.
1 kill per. She had 2 kills in the first round, 2 kills in the second round, and then
Oh,
only
shit.
1 kill in round 3, which makes sense because
Oh, okay.
round
Yeah,
3
no, you're right.
it was our
I'm trying to
lowest
remember.
number of kills.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was.
And
I
let's
think
go
everybody
to
was rested for round 3.
the Synagogue Gang, Motherfuck Boy. Lil Peck had 0.33 was her average kill per game. Motherfuck Boy of Synagogue Gang had a total of 13 kills, and his average kill per game was 0.87. McCusin, our very favorite McCusin, is at 18 kills, and he had 1.20 average kills per game.
Oh, damn.
Kezi, he had 8 kills with an
Oh, wow.
average of 0.53. Savage, our lovely.
It's your boy.
This man did not get a kill in round 1.
I know.
So he had
He scored 2
but,
points.
but he ended up with 7 kills total.
Hey, nice.
At the end of the day, Savage,
Let's say he fucking carried me.
now,
We had the same kills, bro.
honestly, right now,
Let's say he carried me.
if we did a season 2 of Apex League, that number it's gonna be way up there. It's nowhere
It's gonna be a
fucking close
lot.
to it, bro. For Sumo,
Oh shit.
21 kills,
Yes.
1.4
God
kills per game. His highest was round 2, game
Yeah,
5 with
round 2,
8
game 5.
kills.
Yeah.
And myself, I was just 1 above Sumo at 22.
Really? Oh my god.
1.47. Yeah. So I had the most kills at 22 kills per game, then Sumo, and then Greasy
Oh
at
wow.
that time. Yeah. But Sumo, you had the most with 8 kills. That was like
Yeah.
season high for us.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Wins. per team. The Greasy Pecs obviously did not get a win, like a match win. Coca-Cola's they got one in round 2, and then
yeah.
Synagogue Gang they got 2 in round. They won 2 games in round 2. And then for me and Sumo, the Notorious Sumos, we won 1 per round, so we had 3 total. But yeah, that's our stats. That's all the stats I had. The total points when third place, first place, all that shit, all added up together, we ended up Notorious Sumos at 53, Coca-Cola's at 24, Greasy Pecs at 27, and Synagogue Gang at 37.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that is your that pretty much wraps up Apex League for us, and we want to just thank you guys because you guys loved it. You guys absolutely showed so much love in the comment section, and you made the experience 10
Worthwhile.
times better.
Mhm.
Yeah, worthwhile. We have an Apex League shirt out in the CRG shop made by your favorite player in the entire world, Savage.
Is that
He
still
made
up?
that shirt. I think so. So check it out if it's still up.
It has
If
all
it's
the
not, I am very
all the
sorry
team
for
logos
giving
on
you
there.
this false information. But yeah,
Oh.
it has all of our logos. I think we might even come out with stickers too if you guys really like those stickers. But yeah, check out the CRG shop. They have really cool. We have really cool stuff there for y'all. Especially with COVID, you still get some good merch at a timely manner. Fine. We got 2 more questions. Let's try to wrap this up real quick. How would you fix Apex League, Apex Legends?
I think just doing it like PUBG, and first of all, fixing Kings Canyon to where it was before.
Mhm.
Like if you don't want Skull Town, like put something else in there that's worth going to maybe. I would say on top of that, being able to just pick your map like you guys would in PUBG, like being able to pick either one or picking both and like getting in the games quicker if you guys want to do that, rather than doing the 2-hour wait for games or
Mhm.
20 wait for maps. Also, adding guns. I think it's been a while since they've added guns into the game. Like none of the gold guns are like worth getting right now, except for the Kraber probably. Peacekeeper's like okay, but
the
like
devotion. But like, how often can you get those?
very little. The devotions, I think it's available like on drop now. Like you can get it as like floor loot or like
is it?
and stuff. Yeah. So
Yeah, I've never even picked up.
oh
a
no,
gold
the L Star,
weapon.
or the devote. No, never mind. No, devotion is
The L
in there
Star
now.
used
The
to
L
be a
Star
gold
switched.
weapon.
Yeah, they switched.
Yeah.
Devotion's okay, but like there's no ARs, there's no SMGs,
Mhm.
like there's no pistols that you could get, like making like a even stronger wingman, right? I would say get like an energy SMG that's like the Needler from Halo. I think that would be pretty dope if it was a gold gun.
Oh,
Oh, the needler.
Yeah,
Fuck, the
like
needler was OP.
being able
just
to do
partner
that.
up with
As
Halo.
more of those needles hit you, the
more you stick, and then it just explodes
it
and like
explodes on you.
does more damage. If that's a gold weapon, like that's fucking dope to have.
Yeah.
That's a game changer, and that fits the game perfectly.
All right. So who would like to go next?
Uh, I would say that as much as I would want the game to go back to Kings Canyon completely, there are people that actually like World's Edge. So absolutely, like what Savage says, let the players choose which map they want to play on.
Mhm.
And any other changes? I mean, that's like the one main thing I could think of is just the map.
No, yeah.
As much as I like, or as much as I prefer Kings Canyon, I think it's only fair to like at least let the players
people
decide on
choose.
which map to play. Because there are people that I've seen online that actually prefer World's Edge over Kings Canyon.
Mhm.
I don't know if it's
Mhm.
because it fits their play style better or whatever, but
Yeah.
people do like World's Edge. So
I think visually it looks nice, like
visually, yeah,
It does.
because the
It
colors
does.
and all that. But
I love
other
the
than
lava
that,
and the
like
ice. Like it looks fucking nice.
yeah,
it's
but
more
that's
saturated.
That's it.
That's all I can give it.
How would we fix Apex? The options to either do solo, duo, like I think there's only trio and duo right now.
Yeah, more game modes. It's like
Yeah,
ranked, duo, trio. That's it.
I would like to see an option where people can go solo. I think that'll be really nice.
More LTMs, at least.
Yeah,
More
that's
LTMs,
Makes it more
yeah.
fun to play.
yeah.
Taking a book out of Fortnite.
The
Exactly.
treasure box thing. I haven't really looked into that, but I guess maybe add more stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's not even worth it. Like you get charms or something.
Okay,
Like,
then
it's not
then
worth
then
it.
absolutely make it worthwhile. Then if you're
It's
gonna
only
add
in
that kind of
games.
thing, but if you're gonna like add something like that to the game, like reward the player with shards or coins or whatever.
Mhm.
Because if you guys are saying it's not really worth it, then that would be something I would change. Then give a little more reward than what it is given right now.
Greasy?
Yeah, that's all. Those are all the
Sorry,
changes.
my bad.
No, I just wanted to end that. Sorry.
I think everything that they said is pretty much what I would say. There's one thing I want to add on to all of that though is I think for me the nerfing of guns really killed the game because they nerfed one of my favorite guns, the Wingman. They nerfed the Skull Pierce and everything. But instead of nerfing stuff to the ground like the alternator, like how about you just make other guns better and just buff guns instead of nerfing it? Because then at this point, like you can't really call like a certain gun OP if all the guns are OP, you know? At that point it's just standard level. And it just balances the game itself instead of, you know, nerfing stuff to the ground that are too OP in fans' eyes and then raising up these lower guns just to nerf it again to the ground. So it's like, why don't you just buff all the guns? Just give all the guns buffs, level it out, and then it'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, I feel like everyone hit a very important point. I don't really have something crazy that I think would fix Apex. Me personally, I just feel like Kings Canyon, bringing back the original Kings Canyon, will bring back a lot of the fans. Maybe reverting back to like the old times, like at least one day or like 1 week, you bring back the whole old Apex, the old weapons, everything. Bring back alternators like that, like bring back
Like
disruptor
unvaulted
rounds and
gun.
stuff. Yeah, like unvaulted guns or just bringing back the old Apex for one night. I really wish Fortnite would do that one time. But Apex in general, I feel like they could do that. Because I miss Skulltown, I miss Thunderdome, just the old map and the nostalgic feeling. It'll bring back people that they lost or fans that they have lost. And like you guys said, picking your map would be great too. Or even just like the same thing, like picking a version. Like if you pick old Kings Canyon map, you get kind of like the old version with you get Peacekeeper and all that back into the game. I think it'd be really nice, and to see like a new buffed Mirage and a buffed whoever else they buffed up, or even Loba and Revenant in the old map, and seeing how people would play in that, like because styles would shift and it'd see what would work and what wouldn't. I think it'd be very interesting for them to do if they did that. And yeah, any last points before Savage hits us with the bonus question?
Yeah. There is one more thing. The Peacekeeper. Please bring that back. I
Bring
don't
it
know.
back, yes.
I don't know. Like Gracie, what do you think? The Peacekeeper, should it stay as a exotic weapon?
No.
No.
It's
Yeah.
it's just such a good gun to pick up, and it's like one of those
Yeah.
guns where it's like if you pick it up like beginning of the game, like at Skulltown is just such a good weapon, and it kind of makes me miss it a lot.
Just to one shot somebody. Oh, that's the only gun you can one shot somebody with, I think.
Kraber.
With that,
Kraber, yeah, Kraber.
I thought the Peacekeeper was pretty balanced because it was like,
Yeah.
you get your shot off, like you'll get a kill. If you miss, like you're getting like 6 damage.
What was the
Like it wasn't like broken. The precision shot.
I think it
Precision strike.
was
Yep.
I think it
Precision
was
choke.
mainly because all the good players were picking it up, so all the bad players that weren't really too good at the game were like getting messed up by it. At that point, it's just like, man, like we can't really beat a good person with a peacekeeper because it's
But
like
that's when you
they're
bring in
just
like
good with it.
the ARs, man. With like a
I,
shotgun, you got to keep your distance and shit.
mhm.
Like there's it's balanced for some reason. Like it's a shotgun, dude.
All the good players pick up the wingman too. You know,
Yeah.
and like I wasn't very good with it because I couldn't hit my shots like that. Like some of the fucking streamers could.
There's
So
just so many other weapons that you could use. That's the great thing about it. It's not like Fortnite where it's like very limited weapons are very good. Apex, you can. That's why they have hop ups and attachments to it. You can make one gun a really really good one if you know picked up the right loot or just know how to use it. You don't have to stick with the peacekeeper. If you don't like the peacekeeper, you can be a fan of another weapon that can balance you out. So
True.
that was like the beauty of Apex too.
we are gonna create our own legend. I think some of us have already thought about it. You're gonna describe the look of the legend. You're gonna come up with a passive, its ability, the L1 button, and its ult. Yeah, so mine would be like the guy version of Bangalore, because Bangalore was my main.
Okay.
It would look like either John Cena or like a buff Danny McBride. If you guys don't know Danny McBride, he's the dude from like he's from Hot Rod and like Pineapple Express, the dude with the perm looking mullet.
Oh, from
You guys know what I'm talking about?
yeah, I think I
Yeah,
know,
that dude.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
So his passive would be Bull Rush. So what Bull Rush is, it's kind of the opposite of what Bangalore had. You know how like when she was getting shot, she would get the speed boost.
Oh, okay.
Instead of getting shot, if you have someone in your sights, like if you aim down sights and see somebody or whatever, then you get the speed boost. Or like if you see somebody like in your crosshairs or whatever, then you get a speed boost.
Oh wow.
And then the ability would be a barricade, so being able to place down a cover, just like a metal cover in a gunfight, and then being able to move it around. And then the ult would be, I called it Juggernaut, and you get a slight speed boost, not maybe as fast as like Bangalore. I wanted him to be mobile, so that's why I added speed boost. But then it would come with a minigun with like obviously like limited ammo, but he would like pull out the minigun as an option too, as a weapon.
I like that.
Yeah.
I can go next. I think I got a pretty good. I mean, I'm not really
Alright,
too
go
sure
ahead.
on the looks of it, but I know for the abilities at least. So for me, I guess looks wise, I kind of want like an Asian defensive character, so something like a female version of Crypto, but with the abilities of Gibraltar. So her passive is probably going to be something like um her shield. The shields that she picks up have a little bit more shield than compared to others. That's her passive. Her first ability, her main ability, is gonna be um. Do you guys remember playing Halo 3 and there's like this one little pickup that like you throw it down and it's like a little shield that goes up in front of you?
Oh
Not the
yeah.
bubble shield, but it's like a little tiny shield. Like it's like a kind of ovalish shield. That except like as a rectangle. And instead of fully breaking, it'll phase out a little bit and it will instead of like no, actually no, never mind. That's just it. It's just that. Um, then is there two abilities? I forget.
There's
It's
an
just
ability and then there's ult.
then there's just the ult, right? Okay, so the ult is
Mhm.
a bigger version of that, but it pretty much lets you be able to cut off parts of the map. So like you can use it and it cuts off like a good section of the map for you to be able to focus on one side of the fight versus like say if you're fighting a two front fight, you can use your ult to cut off literally one team from that from you getting hit Like they have to like walk along like quite a long way just to get around it. So it gives you enough time to focus on one team and to pretty much pick your fight. But that was my concept of it.
Nice.
Mm.
Sumo.
Right. So the legend I envision is kind of like a female character. Kind of think of the personality of Harley Quinn. The way she looks though, she is kind of like Pathfinder. She's robotic. But I want the head to be like Daft Punk. One of the guys of Daft Punk with that one of those cool chrome helmets. And like the main inspiration was Morbius. There was a shot of him of Jared Leto standing, and he mentions in the trailer about echolocation. I kind of want sound to play a role for this character. So her passive, like she's a robot with that Daft Punk looking helmet, and she has like that Harley Quinn personality. And on the helmet, you do see that same like emotion face, kind of like how Pathfinder has that screen on his chest, but it's on the helmet. And she's quirky and all that. And her passive is when she opens the map, she like little blips will pop up of gunfire and explosions, and that will tell her where the enemies are at that moment. And her like L1 ability, I don't know the best thing, but I feel like if she had a grenade that disorients sound for enemy players, I think that'll be really cool. And then her ultimate, I think her ultimate would be sort of similar to Bloodhound, but it has to be designed in a way where sounds are amplified. So footsteps, you it auto like it like the the feet when someone steps makes a step, that little sound is amplified for echo, and then she can like kind of see where all the enemies are. But that's during her ultimate. So yeah, that would be like the legend of my design. It's not strongly thought of, but I mean it's like the best thing I could think of. It was keeping me up all night last night. I just couldn't figure out a good legend, and like a legend that will balance out with the rest of them. So, but yeah, I would like to see a legend with sound, like something relating to music or whatever. I'd like to see that.
Nice, nice, nice. Well,
A
I'm
Daft
still,
Punk collab.
yeah,
Yeah.
right.
I would love that. I would love that. I would absolutely love that.
So I'm thinking about the legend right now. But when I'm thinking about looks, I just want a Filipino character because I feel like the Filipino culture is huge and we need to be represented more in video games too. And I get it, you have like Asians, like what's the name, Crypto,
Mhm.
but a Filipino specific character, maybe like even I know there's some like Filipino tribal, that'd be fucking sick on a character. But I want him to be a medic, like Lifeline, because you
A
know
nurse.
Filipinos are nurses. He needs to be a medic, but he needs to be an aggressive medic. So his passive is what is Lifeline's passive? It's
Shield when you're healing somebody.
Yeah.
shield when you're healing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I want to say you can still get that, but when you're up, when you revive them, no, I would take away the shield, but when you revive them, they already have. I'm trying to think either full health or full shield, and they just need to replenish on their health, or they just need to replenish on their shield. You can like take one and just put another.
Okay.
An ability. Her ability. What is her? Ability? Is the drone, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
the ability for the drone. Oh, like the healing is also fast too, just like Lifeline. But the ability is it'd be like a drone too, but you're healing their shield. So they just need to carry. With that, they would only need to carry, you know, a couple med kits every now and then. But at least like something as important as your shield is replenished just like that in a snap of a finger, and you don't have to worry about carrying a bunch of what is it called, the shield cells or little shield cells to waste up all your things. The ult would be a care package, but it's the size of the pill box, but it's blue, you know, the one with the compartment that comes out too, so you get extra shit.
Mhm.
Oh, nice.
It would come down from the sky, but instead of just heals too, it's you get one weapon and then a high level shield. And yeah, that sounds super OP, but I'm sticking with it. So put it in the game, Apex.
I didn't think you were gonna go for the pill part. I thought you were gonna say something about like an instant revive for his ult. So like he instantly just picks up somebody instead of, you know, having to wait. Because I know
That
they
would
don't
be
have anything like
dope.
that.
Yeah, we could do that.
Oh, you know they added like the portable like respawn thing. Or the
Oh
mobile
yeah,
respawn.
they did add that.
I
Yeah,
didn't
so
know.
they wouldn't have to add that shit. But yeah.
But
So a Filipino nurse.
you eliminate the time the amount of time you spend if you just if you just went up to their death box, and then that death box disappears and it's your character, it's that your other player.
Yeah, so instead
Mm.
of the ult, instead of that, but maybe some games you don't get, your player doesn't even get killed, you know?
Yeah.
So the ult is already, you know, invalid at that point. So yeah, either way, a Filipino nurse would be a great touch because you don't have another medic besides Lifeline. I just think it'd be a good add. Is there anything else you guys have to say before we wrap this thing up?
I want to say happy birthday to Notorious.
Happy
Fuck.
birthday.
Happy birthday, Notorious.
His birthday is
Thank you,
tomorrow,
guys.
so
Yeah, July 29th. So this
you're
video won't
probably
be
not
out by
gonna
July
tomorrow,
29th. But yeah, this is like, you guys can still comment down if you guys want. You don't have to, you know what I'm saying? And that is a wrap on episode 3. Thank you for listening to the Party Podcast. If you enjoyed this podcast, please hit that thumbs up button. Comment down below your favorite moments because we love when you do that. And we will see you in the next episode.
Champagne, 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 champagne. Oh yeah, champagne, champagne. Big game, big game. Six rank. Ball like MJ. Champagne, champagne. It's a big game, big game.